Hi everyone, welcome back to our second lesson of the first week. Now, according to our class schedule, the first week is introductions, which we've done. I introduced the class. You cannot introduce yourself, but I've introduced the class, and then there's an activity here that's a group activity. It should be done sitting at desks facing one another in small groups of 4 to 5 students. We can do that obviously in this virtual space, so we will skip that for now and then postpone it to a later date when we do finally meet in the classroom environment. Now, so instead what I'd like you to do is to introduce yourself in a paragraph, in an academic paragraph format. Now, the academic paragraph for you, being that this is a second semester course, should be a review. Nonetheless, on page 19, I believe, in your booklet, according to your printouts, week 6 material, on the first page of week 6, you have a chart, and in this chart there is a basic breakdown of an academic paragraph, and it's you can see that it's made up of 5 sentences. So this is the basic academic format. The first sentence is a topic sentence, and in the topic sentence you have the topic and the main idea. And given that this is an introduction about you will be the topic, and then the main ideas will follow. So you will write 3 bits of information about yourself. You will introduce those 3 main ideas here. Well, those 3 points of that main idea here in the topic sentence briefly, and then in the supporting sentences 1, 2, and 3, you will provide more information on each 3 of those points. And then in the concluding sentence, you will, of course, reiterate your main idea and then the supporting points. Now, as I said before, in a academic environment, our intent is to communicate clearly. That communication can be oral or written. And typically the topics at the university level are a bit more complex than your self-introduction, but nonetheless we are going to start simple so that you can get a good grasp of the structure. Now, with a more complex topic, you need to have repetition, and the repetition reinforces those concepts and makes them more clear, and the idea behind that is embodied in that paragraph will be passed on to the listener or the reader in a much clearer, much more understandable fashion. Now, this is an example of a paragraph that I have written here, and it's a person introducing himself, herself, and it goes something like this. So it does have the 5 paragraph structures. You have I for introduction, SS1 for supporting 1, SS2 for supporting sentence 2, SS3 for supporting sentence 3, and C for conclusion. So you have the 5 paragraph format. Now the topic again is you. So topic myself. Now please allow me to introduce myself. I am originally from Happy City, so that's the first point you want to make about yourself, where you are from. Now a freshman at Korea University. I don't know if you're a freshman or not, but you could give that sort of information about yourself. Enrolled in the Department of Education. Well, actually, you wouldn't be a freshman now, would you, since this is a second semester course. So, but you could talk about whether you're a sophomore, junior, or senior. Now, yes, and then enrolled in the Department of Education. That's supporting sentence 3. That's the third. That will relate to supporting sentence 3. That's the third point that you're making about yourself. Whichever department you're enrolled in, you can write about that, or you can write about other bits of information that you would like to disclose about yourself. Now, supporting sentence 1 reads, "Happy City is a lovely place where dreams come true and everyone strives to be positive." So, again, Happy City relates to supporting sentence 1. So you give a bit more information about Happy City. What is Happy City? Well, it's a lovely place where dreams come true and everyone strives to be positive. A bit of a cliche, but gets the point across. And then your supporting sentence 2 would relate to you being a freshman. So my life at KU, which is Korea University here, KU as a freshman comes with some challenges since I must take online courses, and this is one of them. And it's a challenge because you have not, I assume, taken this sort of course. Now, of course, I have not taught this in this fashion, but because of the virus, we have no choice. Supporting sentence 3, nevertheless, my professors and senior classmates in the Department of Education are supportive. So again, Department of Education, you give a little bit of information about your professors, your senior students being supportive. Again, you can change that information and write whatever you'd like to write about. And of course, you can change this. It doesn't need to be this. So talk about you. Talk about what you want to talk about yourself. And then as a conclusion, as a small town individual, so that's the topic. You're the small town individual, myself. So you're not repeating that same word, but you are pointing to that. From Happy City, now enrolled in KU to study education, I'm looking forward to getting to know you all. So that would be the conclusion. And here again, the topic, wait a minute. Yes, so Happy City would be supporting sentence 1. Now enrolled in Korea University would be, of course, supporting sentence 2. I had that mixed up. To study education, and that would be supporting sentence 3. So you are restating the main points. Now, why are you restating again? It was easily understood the first time. Well, if the topic once more is complex, repetition is necessary to for easy understanding of a more complex topic and idea. Now you might be asking yourself, why do I need to do this alone? Well, for practice. Why should I do this if I'm not getting graded on it? Well, because other parts of this lesson will be built on it. I mean, this semester, and in fact, the final test, which is 40% of your total score. And if you look at week 15, you can see the breakdown. It's actually not out of 20, it's out of 40. So multiply all those values by 2. 40% of your score will be your final presentation, and your presentation needs to be based on this format. If it's not based on this format, your grade will be significantly reduced, and you don't want your grade to be significantly reduced because you are not following this academic format. Okay, so why don't you take out a notebook or your laptop, PC, computer, and start writing about yourself in this format. Again, don't forget to look at week 6 material. Don't write here, that's a different activity. So you are going to write about yourself using this format. Okay? Work hard. Thank you.